Morning, guys. Okay.
Uh,
So, did you practice it yesterday? Core Java concepts? Did you try opening HackerRank? Anyone?
Yeah, little bit.
Okay. Anyone else? Hamza, Akil, Adiba?
Yeah, I just did a little bit as well.
Okay. Okay. So we are supposed to connect with. You were supposed to learn Maven, and we're supposed to do it from the terminal. But the issue is, I tried till late night to get it installed on my Mac, and it's not working for me. So if you guys can try installing it on your Windows and see it. Okay. But what I can show you is how to work with pom.xml. One thing. Second thing is, Sachi, you there?
yes, Savita.
Sachi, I just have a question, okay? These guys will be going for Selenium also?
I guess I'll have to confirm that once with the team.
Can you just confirm with the team?
Yeah, sure. I'll confirm it and I'll just ping you.
Yeah, just ping me, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Because in that case, I can give them a little bit of information on Selenium and all so that they can go through it. And
Okay.
yeah, we can continue with it. Because for me, the Maven is not working. I tried it yesterday, but it's still not working. I don't know why.
All right. Please
Okay.
allow me some time. I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, do you guys have any idea? Will you be using Selenium? Hmm? No?
Yeah, little bit, but on Python in my view.
Little bit?
For me new, so not really.
Oh, no. I'm not asking that. I'm not asking how much do you know. I'm
Oh,
asking if you have an idea, will you be utilizing Selenium or any test tool into your interviews? That's my question. You have any idea? No?
yeah.
I can teach you Selenium in 2 hours, okay? I can let you know everything how to do it. I don't have an issue. What I'm asking you, will it be needed somewhere for you in your interviews and all? Or you're just going as a developer, so you're going as a tester, automation tester. How is it? Have you any?
Sorry. For me, I think I will go as a automation tester. So probably I will be using the Selenium. So yeah.
Okay.
I think yeah, me too also.
Anyone else? Hamza, Farhan?
I'm going as a tester, so I'm guessing that we have to learn Selenium and stuff.
Okay. Farhan? In next 2 hours, I'm going to teach you every single topic in Selenium. Okay. But identifying of elements is something that you need to practice a lot on your own. I can teach you how to identify it, okay? How to find each and every object in Selenium, I can teach you. The thing is, you need to learn how to identify that element yourself. Okay? Fine?
Okay.
All of you have Windows machine? Do you have Windows machine, right? Okay.
Yes.
Let's do one thing. Yesterday, you guys created a Maven project, right? I'll give you pom.xml, which I have created. Just download that pom, just replace, or if you have not created any, just put the dependency inside below the version. That one dependency is enough for us for now. Okay? If anything else is needed, we'll check it. And let me share my screen so that you are aware where to add that dependency. Hope you guys have created it, right? Done? Added?
Yep, added.
Okay. And once you save it, you'll find it under the Maven dependencies, right? Like this. Somewhere here in Selenium. You'll find your Selenium. Standalone. Yeah. Okay. Now I'll take you to the concepts and let me check if I have a PPT for it so I can provide you that. Okay, one more thing that you guys have to do is, wait a second, where is it? Okay, but before that, go to your Google, okay, check, go here, go to help and go to about Chrome and check which version of Chrome you guys have. If it is up till 114, 115, it is okay. But if it is greater than that, then there will be an issue with the compatibility of Chrome driver execution. Okay. So when you will launch your Chrome driver for automation, you should have the same version that is installed on your PC. Otherwise, it gives you compatibility issues and it will not launch your Chrome driver. Okay. This is just about settings you're talking about. So this is version. Wait, let me stop this auto update. Okay, yeah, it's coming 114 only.
Hi, Sweet. I have a question.
Yes,
So my Chrome is on version 121.
1 to 1. Yes, this is the issue that I had yesterday. I'll tell you
Okay.
why I'm asking it is.
Uh-huh.
Let me show you. Okay, so you will be using it for Windows, right?
Yeah.
Let's see the version. See, what is it saying here? If you're using Chrome version 115 or newer, consult the Chrome for testing availability test dashboard.
Oh,
Yes, but if
okay.
you go down, go directly here, 114. So
Mhm.
what you have to do is basically, Hamza, you just have to uninstall your Chrome. Okay, go to control panel,
Mhm.
uninstall Chrome, and then download
Mhm.
Chrome 1114. And for
Okay.
those you have this one. If it is Win32, take this one,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
then just download it and install Chrome over here.
I will do.
Okay, let me give you the link.
Let's say mine is version 121. So
It is for you.
it's okay,
Uninstall.
right?
No, it will not work.
It not work. I mean, Chrome version 121.
No, see, there are two things, okay, what you
Okay.
do. One is that you have installed on your system, okay? The another
Mhm.
one is for Selenium, you download a Chrome driver.exe file. That
Okay.
exe file is something that you run every time. Now, what will happen is the version of the exe that is available right now is 114.
Mhm. Okay.
So you have 114 that is available, and one you have installed on your system is 121. The moment you launch it, it will show you the icon of launching, okay? But it will also
Mhm.
give you an error message on your console saying that the current Chrome version is not compatible with what you have. So what you need to do is you need to uninstall Google Chrome and download. I gave this link, right? You need to download this latest this version 114 and then
Mhm.
launch it. Your Chrome version will change basically what is there on your desktop. Because
Okay.
what happens with Chrome is on your Windows, you have a setup where it does is automatic update. The
Okay.
moment Google launches a new version of your Chrome, right? Your
Mhm.
Chrome automatically gets updated. Have you ever used the older version of Chrome's, right? Do you see there are
Mhm.
changes every time when you launch your Chrome if there's a new version coming in? Nobody's
Mhm.
working on older versions, okay? Because that's an auto update. But if there is a specific requirement, something like we have in right now, because there is no .exe available, then you definitely have to download the older version. Sorry. Done with it? You will not be able to launch it, Raja. Do it, okay? Uninstall your Google Chrome. If you need help, I can show you. Go to Control Panel.
Mhm.
Go to Control Panel. Go to Uninstall a program and search there for Google Chrome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
it is there, then do a right click on it and do an uninstall.
Okay. So you asked me to close all the.
Yeah, it will definitely ask, right? If it is open, how will
Yeah.
but is your Zoom on that?
No.
Then definitely, then you can close it. Close everything and then
Okay.
uninstall it. After uninstalling it, the link that I gave, go to download the Chrome driver win32.zip.
Something because I closed all the this one and then still showing it's open.
It's still showing open. Do one thing. Go to the bottom bar, this bar, right? Do a right click, start task manager. You got the task manager?
Yeah, I already
There you'll find
killed
Google
the
Chrome.
processes.
There you'll find Google Chrome. Just go to that Google Chrome and down you'll find a button end task.
Okay.
Kill all the process of Google Chrome.
Yes. Mm, so I'm actually installing the Chrome driver.
Yes. Anyone else with the same version? No? Now, one more thing that you need to remember is the path where you have installed the Chrome driver.exe file. Okay? Or where you have downloaded it. You don't need to install, you just need to download and zip and unzip it if it is a zip file. Okay? So if the moment you have it, you just need to remember the path. Okay? Now let's go ahead and let me see if I have a PPT for it. Okay. Have you heard about Selenium? Most of you? Yes. So see, it's it is a major popular tool. Okay. And what is it used for? What is it used for? Automation testing?
Yes.
Yes. How many of you know what automation testing is? And why do we go for automation testing? How many?
Yeah, I am aware of that.
Yeah, please go ahead and tell me. so that at least others are aware. Anyone? So
Miss
basically,
one.
yeah, go ahead, Akhil.
Yeah, Mrs. one.
Basis. Okay.
Sorry.
Automation testing is basically done. When is it done? When the application is a bit stable. Okay. That was the definition before that they used to give, that automation testing is done when when the application is stable enough. Because why? In the initial days, testing was done only on regression suits. Are you aware about the regression suits? Have you heard of it in testing? What a regression suit is? Give me a no and straightforward. I can explain you everything. Okay. Are you aware of regression testing?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So when a regression suit is there, that particular regression suit has to be automated. Now, few of the organizations, if you work with them, you will see the regression suit is run after every 2 sprints or 3 sprints. It can be every month, can be monthly, it can be bi-weekly, right? Now, if assume there is a test suite which has 3,500 test cases, and they provide you 15 testers, manual testers, with 10 days of time to work on that particular suit. It is going to be a bit tough if you do the calculations, right? 3,500 with 10 means 350 test cases every day. Yes. And these 350 test cases, you have a thing called as complexity, where they can be highly complex, they can be medium, or they can be simple test cases. Combination, right? Yes. Now, when you're running it, as a human, you can definitely make mistakes. Sometimes you can miss something. But what if I tell you that you write a code for it, and then you just run that piece of code every time, whenever a build is deployed, a new build of it's available? What do you mean by a new build? You saw this Chrome we downloaded 114? Yes. When you download a Chrome 115, that means the developers of Google have made changes to the existing code and pushed it for production. Yes, in production environment. Correct? That's why you are able to see a new version. Whenever you are able to see a new version of an application in real time, also on your devices, that means there are some changes to that application. The developer has made those changes, the tester has tested them, and after making it defect free, they have pushed those changes to production environment. Whatever we are using in real time on our devices, right? Any app, that app is what? Production app. Okay. So there are multiple type of environment that you will find. You'll find there's a development environment, you'll find there's a testing environment, and you'll find there's a production environment. There's also UAT and all those things in middle. Okay. So it depends on a client or on anyone, whoever you're working for on your company, which environment are you going to use for testing purpose. Okay. Now, automation testing, initially it was that once your build is stable, whenever your web application is stable, and then you will perform automation testing. But these days, there's a concept where they have started. Are you aware of agile methodology?
Yes.
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 You know that in agile you have sprints, and in every sprint you have user stories, right? Yes. So what they've started is, now you do is in sprint automation. What does in sprint automation means? The moment the developer develops, the manual tester tests and says this much part of code is stable. You go ahead, utilize the same test cases that manual testers have written, and start automating them. Yes. Okay. Now, where does Selenium come into picture? Selenium is only used for web application automation. Remember it. You cannot do mobile application automation using Selenium. You cannot do a desktop-based application automation in Selenium. What do I mean by a desktop-based application? For example, let me show it to you. What happened? You install this Zoom on your system, right? Correct? As an exe. Once something that you can install on your desktop, right? That cannot be automated, guys, using Selenium. I'm not saying that cannot be automated completely. It can be. It can be done, but using a different tool, but not Selenium. Selenium is also only used for what? Browsers. Now, you might have heard of the term Selenium WebDriver. Then we'll talk about what is a Selenium WebDriver. And since you have already downloaded and installed, we'll see it how to do it. Then first Selenium WebDriver script, CSS selector, locators, find elements, Selenium from web element and all. And how to select checkbox, image, select value elements, click and keyboard, upload and download, XPath, alert and pop-up. Now, how to handle web elements, and yeah, let's go here. Okay, now this is known as Selenium suite. Obviously, when you start small, right? You never start with very big, correct? Yes. So one of the developers in ThoughtWorks, what he wanted to do was, he wanted to write a piece of code so that every time in testing, when he performs testing, he doesn't have to do it manually. So he came with a concept known as Selenium IDE. How many of you are aware of Selenium IDE? Anyone? No? So basically, this is one of the extensions that you can add it into your Chrome. Okay, let's see. See, for me, it's already added, so it's asking me to remove from Chrome. But say, for example, if I remove it from Chrome, you will get an option of add to Chrome. Okay, just do this one. Search Selenium IDE for Chrome. And then click on add to Chrome once you have it. So it's giving me a pop-up, add extension. Yes, it is an extension. We'll add it. So the moment you add it, added.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The moment you add it, you will find something like this on the Chrome. See here, SE on the top, Selenium ID. Are you able to see it? Any tab you'll open, you'll be able to see it. See? If I click on it, see here. A pop-up will come up like this, which will see me record a new test in a new project. Open an existing project, create a new project, and close Selenium IDE. Everybody got the extension?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will click on create a new project and give a project name here. Okay. The moment it is done, you'll find it like this. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now see, you have this test that you have created. Now you want to create, you have this project that you have created. Now you want to add a new test over here. Let me check that. Let launch Google homepage. Okay. Let me add a test here. Now I've added this test. Now see, there's an option of record. Let me start with recording. Okay. So base URL I have to provide over here. Let me go back. Let me open google.com. Copy from here, your base URL. Go back to your new tab. Or where is it? Where did the Selenium ID go? Uh, yeah. So just paste the app here. Always remember, whenever you are using any URL, you have to include this HTTPS and this www. Okay? Yes. It's only when you're using something which is given over here, but if it is given to you by your client, you have to enter that specific URL. Okay? Let me show you one example of it. Or should I show you? Do I have anything somewhere? Anyway, 1 second, guys. Let me find it and show it to you. Mhm. I'm not able to find it. Okay, let us go back. I'm not able to find it, guys. I had something somewhere, but now I'm not able to find it. Just minimize this one. Okay, let's go to Google Chrome and let's go back. Let's click here. So whatever is being provided to you by your client, that is something that you have to enter. So once you do this, you click on start recording. See, the moment you clicked on start recording, it gave you this, right? Yes. And if you see below, you will see Selenium ID is recording. Yes. You saw that pop up? Can you see it? Selenium ID is recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let me type here. Let's type here for Java tutorial. Okay. And let me try clicking on some link. Okay. Let's go here. Start learning Java now. Let's do a next. Also, let me do one thing. Let me sign up, log in into it. I will do is, let me see if it takes my email. I don't even remember if I've signed up anytime. Okay, fine. Let me stop the recording now. Okay. You see this option? Just stop the recording. Okay. Now, let's go to Selenium IDE. Now see, let me enlarge it a little for you. See here, all these steps have been recorded. What does it say? Open, then set window size, click on something which has an ID, click on something which again has a CSS, run the script. I scroll down, so it is telling you scroll down to so and so. Then click on start learning Java. So this, see you the command below the commands, you're seeing this. You have click, run script. Okay, mouse out, mouse over, click. Now if I just perform a run, this one, run current test. See here, it opened Chrome. Let's see if it is typing something. No. Let's see. Do not type anything. It's not typing. Definitely not typing anything. So Selenium ID in the very initial days, it was used to just do these steps and then run it. Okay. Record whatever you want to do and run it. But does it give you an option of validation? Can you check anywhere in this code? Because whatever steps you're performing, for example, see, I got a failure over here when I gave my credentials, right? What if I wanted to capture that message and check whether that message comes or not when I click on login with wrong credentials? Can I do that over here in Selenium ID? Guys, can we do that? Acha, it failed here. Can we do that? Anyone? Do you see any validations over here in the script?
No.
I don't think so.
No. See, when we do validations, we saw in core Java, right? What are the conditional statements? If else? Yes, that's a conditional statement where we were validating it. Hmm? How did you check whether one number is greater than the other in core Java? You keep if else, right? If n1 is greater than n2, correct? You'll do it like that. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. But do you see any conditional statement in this code?
No.
No. So why Selenium ID? Why Selenium ID is not used much is it is used to explain to fresher what Selenium ID is, but it is not used for your validation purpose. It will not provide you validations over here. Okay? Yes? So far
Okay.
clear? Okay. Let's move on to other concepts. Okay. So now you have Selenium RC. To overcome this, they brought a remote control for which you again have a file you need to download. And the part with RC is you start the server using RC commands on your local and then you launch the web browser. Okay, this is how RC was used. Now this feature of it was again given, again new version came up, which is WebDriver and which is the most popular one. And this is the one that you need to know. Selenium WebDriver. Okay. Selenium Grid is used mostly for your parallel execution. Okay. Got it? Okay, let's move on. What is Selenium WebDriver? Selenium WebDriver is an open source collection of APIs which is used for testing the application. Okay. Now, the Selenium WebDriver tool is used for automating web application testing to verify that it works as expected or not. It mainly supports browsers like Firefox, Chrome, Safari, and Internet Explorer. It also permits you to execute cross-browser. So you can remove Internet Explorer from here. This is somewhere very old. Why? Because Internet Explorer has been depreciated. Now you have is your Edge browser. Yes? You must have seen it, right? Do you find Internet Explorer anymore? Anywhere? On your systems, do you have IE? No, right? So now it is Edge browser. Okay. It also permits you to execute cross-browser testing. What is cross-browser testing is you perform testing for the same test cases on different browsers. Why? Because when you launch an application, right, in real world, it's not sure that everybody is going to use Chrome. Yes? I'm using Mac machine. See, I'm also using here Safari browser. You see it, right? I'm using Safari browser here. Correct? So when you are using, when there is a cross-browser testing option also, which can be done with, let me close this one, which can be done with your Selenium web browser testing. Okay. And we'll see how to do that too. Okay. Now coming down, architect of Selenium WebDriver controls the browser from OS level. One is your WebDriver. All you need are your programming languages. Now, Selenium supports multiple programming languages. If you go to the documentation and see, you'll see Selenium works with Java, Python, C Sharp, Ruby. Okay. And there are many more, I think. But these four are the major ones. And the most common used ones are Java, C Sharp, and Python. Okay. You'll find many people who know Selenium with Java, Selenium with Python. Okay. Now coming down, WebDriver is faster than Selenium RC since it speaks directly to the browser using the browser's own engine to control it. Okay, this is the concept that you need to understand. How is Selenium interacting with browser is? See, Selenium, you are writing the code for Selenium, right? Somehow it is interacting with your browser, launching the browser, identifying the objects, and then what it is doing? Then it is performing the operations that you have written. Yes? Correct? Now, real life interaction, WebDriver interacts with page elements in more realistic way. For example, if you have a disabled text box on a page you were testing, WebDriver really cannot enter any value in it, just as how a real person cannot. Okay, the way you can do the testing, if you write a proper code, Selenium will also perform the same way. Okay, now browser support. Sorry, API, it does not contain redundant and confusing commands. Browser support, WebDriver can support the headless HTML unit browser. What do you mean by headless? Headless means right now, if I run my test suite, Chrome will be launched. You can see the Chrome launching. And then after that, you can see Chrome performing all these steps. But if you do a headless, that means you will not be able to see anything. You can perform your other works, and meanwhile, your test suite will execute in the background. Nothing will open. But if you're not using headless, then you cannot do anything else. You cannot touch anything anywhere. Your entire system is occupied until your test suite is executed. Okay? Coming down. So this is the architect. You see, you have a Selenium client library. Using JSON wire protocol, the Selenium client library is interacting with your browser. Now the Selenium is interacting with the browser. Browser is sending a request to HTTP server, real browser. And then from there, it is sending a response to this particular browser. Yes? And then we get it again written by what? JSON wire protocol. Okay? Coming down. Before diving into Selenium WebDriver, let us look at its component. Architect consists of 5: client library, API, JSON wire protocol, browser drivers, and browser. So the one that we downloaded, Chrome driver.exe, that is a driver for which browser? Chrome driver, right? Same way, you will find a driver for every browser that you want to work on with Selenium. So you need these drivers to connect to Selenium, okay? To connect Selenium with the real-time browsers. Okay, now Selenium client library, let us skip this part. It's all theory. Let's come down to a WebDriver feature. Multi-browser compatibility, multiple language support, speed and performance, community support, open source and portable, work on different operating system, adds on and usability, simple command, reduce test execution time, no server installation. So as I told you, right, why do you think it is speed and performance? I was telling you, right? What if you have a suite of 3,500 and you have to execute 350 test cases per day, and you have 10 resources? How many test cases per resource has to execute? 35? 350 for 10. So 35, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when one person has to execute 35 and they all are very time taking, it will take them an entire day to execute.
Yes.
Yes. But what if you automate it and in a day your automation can run 105, sorry, not in a day. In 2 hours, your automation with parallel execution can run 105 to 120 test cases in 2 hours. Is this more efficient, or you running 35 test cases in a day more efficient?
The automation is more efficient.
Automation is more efficient. That's why automation has both the speed and performance. Why performance? Probably as a human, you might skip some or the other defect, right? Or some observations that you are not able to make. But if you have written a piece of code for that observation, right? Selenium is definitely going to catch it if there's a slight difference also. Yes? Because it's code, right? At the end of the day. As humans, we make error. Yes? Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Community support, Selenium is very old. So yes, it has a huge community support. You want to find something, just Google it. You'll find each and every answer. You're finding an exception on your console. You don't know what to do with it. Just search on Google. You'll find many answers. You'll even find YouTube videos from people who can tell you how to handle that type of exception. Okay. Now work on different OS. See, I'm working on Mac. You guys are working on Windows, and it is still working, right? Selenium. Add-ons and reusability, a lot of reusability that is there. Very simple commands, yes. Reduce time, no server installation. Okay. Now come down. Disadvantage, does not support testing for Windows applications. That is works only on web applications. I told you, right? Desktop application or Windows application, right? Depends on third-party framework like TestNG and Cucumber for reporting. It does not have its own reporting system. Okay. Architecture is not prepared to handle dynamic web elements accurately, does not handle frames and pop-ups efficiently, does not automate captcha, barcodes, and test cases that involve fingerprints. Yes, Selenium can't do that. Selenium does not support the automation of video and audio elements. Selenium requires knowledge of programming language, thus making test script authoring slightly hard. And test management tasks cannot be performed with Selenium, while tools like UFT, QTP support ALM integration. Okay, Selenium is can be integrated definitely with one of the application management tools. There's no doubt to it. You can integrate Selenium with Jira and all. But then Selenium internally does not have any such feature. Okay. If you are aware of UFT, if you have ever seen it, I've worked on it, so I know. UFT is one of the products that was provided but first by HP. Now it is Micro Focus. Okay. So this UFT and ALM, which you call application lifecycle management tool, that tool particularly you can have integration done directly, where whatever you are performing, that results get uploaded directly in the ALM. Okay. What I mean by results is, you have a test case. You have seen Jira? Anyone? Yes.
Yes.
You have test cases in Jira. So if you perform execution, if you're doing manual execution, you have to go there and upload a result yourself. Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
But if that integration you do with automation, and that is the part of your automation suite, whatever you do over here, if the test case is pass or fail, sorry, the pass or fail, the results are automatically uploaded. Okay. Good so far. Okay, let's come down. Now we have seen this. Okay, we'll talk about this later. Let's go here. Most important part is locators. I'll tell you CSS locators also, but start with small. Okay, locators. Locator is a command that tells Selenium IDE which GUI elements, text box, button, checkboxes, etc. it needs to operate on. Identification of correct GUI element is a prerequisite to creating an automation script, but accurate identification of element is more difficult than it sounds. Sometimes you end up working with incorrect GUI elements or no elements at all. Okay, let us go and I'll show you how to do that. So what is it saying? How can you locate an element? By ID, by name, by link text, by document object model, by XPath. So let's see by ID. Okay. Now this is one very important factor, guys. You need to learn this. Okay. You need to have an understanding how to identify the elements. Okay. Let's go to page Facebook. Okay. Now, let me do a right click. You can do this on your system also. Please do it. Open Facebook. Each one of you. Do a right click on this particular box. This is where you enter your email ID, right? For login. Correct? So do a right click. Do click on inspect. Done so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Now see. Let me show it to you. Let me put it somewhere down. Okay. 1 second. Thank you, sir. Thank you. पत्ती नहीं डाली पत्ती नहीं डाली पूरा दूध दूध है okay. See here, you have an input. What is the type? Text. What did it say? What are the locators? ID, name. Yes. You see anything in brown, okay? Whatever is in brown is called your attribute, and whatever is in this double quote is called your value for that particular attribute. Now, what are we looking for? We are looking for an attribute. When we talk ID or name, we are looking for something which has name. You see name? What is the name here? Email. What is the ID over here? Email. So you can identify this element using both ID and email. Okay. Now, how do you know that this is identifying or not? See, I'm just hovering over it and it is coming on the right side. What? Email address or phone number. It's coming in green and blue. Yes. Right? So you just pick up this email and for your code, right? Let me just show you. For now, ignore this part. I'll show you just how to find that element. Let me just go here. Let me delete this one. And wait a second. Let's go back. Let me copy this. So here it is Google. Let's make it Facebook. Okay. Now, there are two different methods to find elements. If you're looking for a single element, you have to use find element. If you know that this particular element is going to return me multiple elements, you are going to do what? Find elements. So this find elements return type is what? List. But this one will give you only one value. Okay. So you do click it here. Now, there's another one by dot. Now you see there are options that we were talking about. There is an ID. ID, and in double quotes, you give the value that you have. So you have email, you give it. If you want to enter some value to it, there is a method in Selenium known as send keys. You give this send keys method and you just give what you want to type. Say, for example, if I just want to give Savita. I'm not sure this will run or not, but let's see. See down over here, huh? Working now. Yeah, now it launched. See this new one? Seeing it? But it failed. What is it giving me as a message? See, session not created. This version of Google Chrome driver only supports Chrome version 114. What is my version? Did it got upgraded last night again? It should be 14, right? It is 114. Hmm. 121. No, it is not 121. See, I was telling you, right? See, the current Chrome driver version supports only 114. Current version is 121, which is not exactly 121. Okay. So, okay. Meanwhile, I explain it to you in the break time. I'll fix this thing. Where is it? So, if you see here, you'll find every time when you have to find an element. Now, in your Windows in Mac, you don't have to give the path of your Chrome driver. I told you, right? Remember the path of your Chrome driver? You don't have to give the path of your Chrome driver. But in Windows, you have to write a piece of code which will look like this. Let me show it to you. See, you have to set this property, system.set property. Okay. So let me just put it for you so you guys can write it. See this one. You have to, and since you're using Chrome, just mention your Chrome driver and the path of the Chrome driver that you have until this Chrome driver .exe file. Can you do that and launch and see if it is working for you guys? Just write this 4 piece of line code and create a new class. Write this code, create in the same Maven project, okay? It's because you have a Selenium jar file over there. Otherwise, it will not recognize your web driver. Written? Installed, run it.
Yeah.
It's launching for you.
Yep.
Sending
Yes.
sending the value, Savita. For
Yeah.
those who are not working, you can share your screen and I can show you what is wrong. Let me stop sharing. If you need to share with me, you can share your screen. Akil, it worked?
Still doing it.
Okay.
Um,
Farah? Farhana? Noor worked? Come on, guys, you need to speak up when you're asked a question. Hmm? It looks like you're just avoiding me in front of call, huh? See, Farhana is still not listening. You can hear me, right? Yes. Did you launch the code? Is it working for you on Chrome?
Yeah. Still trying.
Okay. Noor,
Yes, still trying also.
Hamza,
Doing, but it's the issue that I got, which is the Chrome version. I still can't get Chrome
121,
version
huh?
114.
Same 121.
Yeah, that's
Share
the
your
issue.
screen. Let's see if we can fix on Windows at least. I'm not sure of Mac where I'll find it, but let's see if we can fix on Macs. Windows.
All right, you want me to share my screen? Right, so I've already uninstalled Chrome.
Chrome driver.exe. Okay.
So like, here's my Chrome driver. I already copied the path and everything.
But
So I'm not sure.
did you uninstall the version?
Yeah, I installed Chrome, but I'm not sure where to get the version 114 because I already went to like Google.
Launch a Chrome on your system. Let's see.
I already uninstalled. So you want me to reinstall again?
Yeah, you have to install it, right?
Yeah, but I couldn't find
No,
114
no,
version.
not from here. Okay, install it from here itself. No
Okay.
worries. No worries. So I told you, right? There are two things. Yes.
Yeah.
Driver.exe is something which is helping you to interact with your browser, but
Yep.
you should also have your browser on the local. Go
Yeah.
to help and see about Google Chrome. What is the version?
It's 121.
It's updating automatically, man. You have to
Yeah.
go behind and you have to go behind. Search on Chrome, search on Google how to stop automatic updates or how to downgrade Chrome. You can do that also. Auto updates on Chrome. Yeah.
Let me stop sharing first.
Okay. Each one of you have got a different English speaking accent, right? It's not common. It's working. Is it working? Working. Akil, did it launch?
Same as Hamza.
Same as Hamza.
Yeah.
Let's see, man. Let's fix this. I'll also fix mine before that. Okay. Hamza is still not working?
Yeah, not yet, not yet. Still finding out the auto updates thing.
Let me find and give you the Chrome driver file, okay? You have Windows 64 or Windows 32?
For me, 64.
Both of you?
Yep.
Use this link. Click on it, it will automatically start downloading Windows zip file. Done? Downloaded? Extracted? If it has, check what the chrome.exe and pass the path of this chrome.exe and just try using it. Bookman, what does it have? Chrome proxy.exe, again chrome.exe. What the heck is this? Yeah. Yeah. You have a chrome.exe over there. Use that chrome.exe file. Mm. Done? Is it working? For Mac, it is not showing. It is telling that, something is wrong. Is it working for Chrome, guys? Can you please let me know so that I can move ahead?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
No, not for you. I'm talking about Hamza and Akil. The latest version that I gave you. Did work with 121? Adiba, it worked for you?
I'm still trying.
Yeah.
Because I didn't find the Chrome driver in the folder, but I'll try.
You did not find the Chrome driver in the folder? Did you go
Yeah.
to downloads folder?
Because there's a bunch of .exe files in the folder that you give just now.
The one that you have, there is a Chrome driver.exe one. You check it. Yours was also not working. There's no Chrome driver. There's chrome.exe, right?
Yeah.
This one does not have a Chrome driver. Oh man, it itself is showing these are the versions that you can use, and now it is not having a Chrome driver inside it. Oh, my bad. I gave you a Chrome version. Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Please use this one. That's why it was not showing me also anything. Please try this. Let me also try it out if it shows you the Chrome version or not. Yeah, this one has it. Just open it and see, it will have it. Yeah, this has it. Sorry guys, I gave you the wrong URL.
Yeah, it works now.
It works? Okay, good then. But for you guys it is working, it's good for me. Then I can go ahead with the showing you the other things. Okay. So now we saw that one of the locators, which is ID. Yes. Let's go back to the same Facebook page. Now it's your turn, okay, to find the element. Go back to the password, do a right click on it. Go to the password, do a right click on it. You will get little time, you'll take little time to adjust to the below window. Okay, that pop-up that comes in. The developer tool. It is called your developer tool, okay? Did a right click on the password? Inspect, click on inspect. Done that much? You see what is there down? You have a type password, then you have name, pass, and ID pass. You can use any of this value. You want to use a name, use name. It will be a different locator type. If you want to use ID, you can use ID. Now the code to write it is driver.find element and then by.id or by.name. See here? Same way. Done till here? Everyone? Guys, you need to talk, huh? Yes, no, no, yes. Then only I'll get to know. This nodding now is not good enough for me. I have to look at your videos then. If it is
Yes.
gone back, I cannot understand, okay? I'm not seeing that, you're nodding or not. Okay. So driver.find element, you have this one. Now, the next step that you do is you click on this login button, right? That is the flow, correct? So now do a right click, inspect this particular element. Check what are the values that are available. You have an ID, but see over here. Let me show it to you. Let me just pull this one out, or let me push it here. Yeah. You see this ID value is what? Coming as some U_0_5_GP. Now assume this value is dynamic. What do you mean by dynamic? Next time I load the Facebook page, the ID value that is U_0_5 that changes. Do you think this value is better to go or the name is better to go?
Name.
Name is better.
Name, right? Because it will not change. So avoid dynamic elements mostly, because dynamic elements, if they are there, they'll change. You have to find a way around dynamic elements. And as you saw, one of the disadvantage of Selenium is what? It's difficult to handle dynamic elements with Selenium, right? Yes. So now pick up this element driver, pick up this locator, value login. And when you are trying to click on something, you just have to find the element first. And there is a method known as click. Now, what it will do for you is, for me, it is not going to run, but for you guys, what it is going to do is, it's going to launch Facebook, it's going to enter email, it's going to send keys Savita, it is going to send keys testing, and then it is going to click on this particular login. Okay. Now, I'll do it manually for me, so I can show you how validations are done. So Savita, and then you have testing, and then I click on login. What will it give me? It should give me an error message. Yes. You're trying to enter invalid credentials. Ta, 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 ta. Yeah, see? Login as Savita Taylor. It's not giving that, but some Savita is there, so it's giving. Okay, let's go back and let's try something else. Some random value. Yeah, I was looking for this message. The email address or mobile number you entered isn't connected to an account. Find your account and login. Now you can actually identify this email also. See, I'll click on inspect. You'll find this text. Now, there are two ways to inspect an element. I opened this developer tool that you're seeing, right? I want to find the element. I go and click over here. You're seeing this? What does it say? Select an element in the page to inspect. Click on this. Go and hover over here and then click there. Yes. Now see, it's giving me a div inside which I'll find this value. The email address or mobile number you entered is connected to an account. Yes? Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Now this is something that I need to fetch. I want this value so that I can validate it. Right? Correct? Now see, you have a div which has class. Okay. Now if you go here and you write, yes, by dot class name. Now I'm assuming these values are not going to change. Okay. Then you have a method known as get text. Take this value. Now, when you're getting the text, you have to store it somewhere. Correct? Yes. And if you wait, let me show it to you. If you go here and do like this and just type get, just go to the element and see what is it returning? The inner text of this element. And if you see here, what is the return type? See here, string string. What is the return type? It's showing here, right? String. Yes. So I will save this value in a string. Okay. Yes. Let me just print this value if it is coming or not. Can you try this piece of code, please? For me, it will not run so that I can show it to you. You want me to copy paste and give it to you? I can copy paste and give it to you. Wait, let me just copy paste and put it so that one of you can copy it and just go ahead, copy paste it in your code and run and see if on console it is printing you the text or not. Meanwhile, you do this. I will try to. Done, guys? It's working? Launching? Is it giving you the error message on console? The one that we are looking for? Anyone? Raja, it worked for you?
Still working on it, man.
Hamza?
Still doing it. Also, for nobody.
What I'm not understanding it is what is there to work? I gave you the entire code, right? Just copy paste it.
Already run the code.
It's working? Is it printing you the error message?
Yeah, I got the error message in the terminal.
Okay, good. Now let me show you how to validate it. 1 second, huh? Just let me launch this one. What is happening? Yes.
Miss Avita, can you show back the code again?
I gave it to you on chat. Can you check it?
Okay. For me, it comes out no such element exception.
Mm-hmm. Which element?
A screenshot.
1 second. Can you share the screen, please?
Just share the screenshot to you.
Is not able to find this element. Do one thing before this line, right? After entering the password. You are not clicking on the login button. You're missing that piece of line. Driver.find element by name
Oh,
dot click. If you'll not perform it, you will not get that error message. If that element is not clicked, that error message will not come, and you will not find the element also. Okay. So you're missing that piece of line. Clicking on login. Okay. Let's move on. For me, it is not working yet. I check it later. Yeah. Now you've seen how many types of locators? You have seen ID, you have seen name, and you have used class name, right? Yes. Now let me show you one more thing. For example, when you're trying to find an element, yes, I'm trying to find an element over here. How will I validate the path or the element that I'm trying to use is correct or not? Now there's a time where we create XPaths. This is another locator that you need to understand. And it is important because you will not find an ID or name or class name for each of the tags. Okay. When I say tags, what are tags? In HTML page, this input, this div, right? Just after this bracket, whatever is written is known as tag. Whatever it comes in brown, that is known as attribute. And whatever comes in this double quotes, that is known as your value. So when I use this term, please understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Now you go to console. Let me clear this from here. Okay. There's a way to find an element on your console. How do you do that? What was I using now? Div, right? Or let us talk about, let me go back. Let's go to the home page. Yeah, we were talking about this element, right? Let me inspect it again. What is the element? Email. I can also write the XPath. Instead of using by.id, let me do one thing. $X, put everything in double quote. What is the tag for your this ID email? Input, right? Yes. Let me go here. / input bracket @ID equal to single quote value email. See, the moment I did this, you're finding this element coming over here. Yes. Are you able to see it? Want me to enlarge the screen or something like that? You're seeing this element? If I click enter and if I hover over here, see, let me go back. If I just hover over here, what is it highlighting? It's highlighting my username box. Yes. Same way, for example, when we were giving here some value and logging in. Now you have a class name for it. What if you did not have a class name or an ID? So what do? Not you. Not you. Okay. Now what if we did not have an ID? How will you find it? Or you did not have a class name. So now this is a div. Now this is a class name, so you can't do much about it. So, oh yes. Okay, it already has a value v. Anyways, I have to go with this one. But you can write an XPath for it. And how will you do it? $X. This is a way to check it. Okay, this is not the way to write it. You need to understand. You can also do one more thing, which is very easy. Let me show you. Right click, inspect, right click on this particular element, go to copy XPath. Okay, but XPath are not suggested. Why XPath are not suggested? Can anyone tell me?
Is it because it's too long?
No. See, this is one of these structures, right? What if tomorrow, say for example, you take this XPath. Okay, let me just show it to you. You take this XPath and it's giving you this ID. Right now it is giving you ID, but what if it was with the tag? And tomorrow the entire flow changes for you for this particular thing, right? They remove some input tags, they add some other tag. Then your XPath, which is your absolute XPath, will it work?
No.
No. What I mean to say is if I give you the entire address and then tomorrow I change my address or the lane or one of the lane is closed, even if your Google map is showing it to you, will you be able to make an entry with your vehicle over there if it is blocked or if it is changed? No, right? You have to choose another path. Same goes with your X path also. But if you're not able to find anything else, then you can use your X paths. Okay? The most reliable ones are your CSS selector. So for example, if I do a right click, I go over here and you see this copy selector. Yes, let me copy this selector and show it to you. Let me remove it from here. So you'll not find it here. Let me just put it here. Do a Control F here and below you can place your selector. See, now it's coming. Yes, the most reliable ones are your selector. Now selector also has things. I'll show it to you how to identify the selectors and how you can do it with ID, class name, everything. Okay, but the most reliable ones are your selectors. So if somebody tells you what you want to use in WebDriver, go for selectors. Okay. Okay. Now moving on. You have got your XPaths, you have got everything. There's another one which you can search with contains text. Okay. Now, this element, the one that I hovered over here, was having this text, right? Yes. Let me copy this text. What is the tag for this element on the top? Div. Yes. Let me go back. / div. The moment I give div, how many divs are there on the system? On the page? You see the number here down? 33, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Always remember when you make an XPath, the element should be unique. It should return you only one value. If I give you two homes with the same address, you will be confused, right? Which one to go to? Correct? In class, if I tell you that go and find Akil, and there are two Akils in my class, what will happen? How do you know which one to go and convey the message to? Will you be sure? that this is the same Akil that I want to give the message? No, right? Same as with browser. If you have more than one element and the element is not unique, that is called a situation where it has an ambiguity. And if you are expecting it to click on the first one, it might be clicking on the second one. Okay? Always you have to create XPaths or any element, identify the element in a way that it is unique. Okay? Now let me go over here. I'll write. Wait, even I forgot, I think. Give me a second. Where is it? Oh, button text is equal to submit. No, still not working. It's still not working. Oh, wait, let me see. Yeah, that was correct, right? The one that I gave before. E contains text. E contains text. Yeah, this is correct. Why did I go wrong? No, it's not coming up.
I think after the text parentheses is comma. I think you put
I have
equals.
it. I have it here. Yeah. But even then it is not coming. Now the first one was the same. The first one I kept it like this only. Wait a second, let me try a star here. No, not yet. Contains text, email address isn't contained to an account. Yeah, that was too big for it. Yeah, see, now it is coming up, right? So you can use this one for that contains text. Okay. Now what you have to do from here is, what you can do, just press the upper arrow. You can copy this one directly from here and just copy it. Why I showed you, you must ask me questions like, why are you using double quotes over here? Why are you using single quotes over here? Okay, there is a other way also. You can use single quotes here and double quotes inside. Yes, it will also identify and give you elements. The only issue is if you copy it from here like this, okay, once with single quotes and then double quotes and place it over here. See, you're seeing this error message, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason is because of this double quotes. Okay, now what you do if you change this to single quotes, okay, that's why what you do when you create it itself, you create it so carefully that you're aware that it is going to go inside double quotes. Okay, because this should come as a blue one. Okay, so once you get it, if you know the element, you can write the text from there. Okay, by creating XPath. And once you create an XPath, you can see the element is coming over here, click inside it, and then you are here. Yes. Now, how will you validate it? Now you have to utilize your Java knowledge. You got this error message? Whatever is coming inside this? Yes. What you will do now? You have to write an if. Dot. What is Java method? Contains. You can have a contains. You want to have equals, you can have equals. Let me use contains. Okay. And let me put a small piece of code over here. Let me put this one, the email address. And then you have I'll show you assertions also. You can, for now, you can just print on console. What happened? Yes, you can do this. I'm giving you the code again. Please try it. Till here, you guys have done it till click and getting this text. Just try validating this particular piece of code in your code, run it and see it whether it is giving you on console pass or fail. If you're given a different variable, just change the variable name for the error message. Okay. Done. Now write a piece of code, guys, where you can launch your Facebook, enter valid credential, click on login, your own credential, do it on your system, click on login and validate that it is on home page. Okay, so let me go and show it to you. How will you validate on your home page? So let's see. I'm sure if I remember my password also. Let's try. Will it allow me? So if you are on your home page, you should be able to validate this element. Okay. So if I inspect it, you see what is it giving me? The path or something like, let's see. You can go with a span also. So you have to create a this thing for it. XPath. Okay. If not home, try to see if your name is displayed here. Whatever username you have, right? See, it's coming here. So you have a span, which is a class. You can just divide whatever name is coming over here. Okay. Good. Can you do that? Validate and print whether you are on home page or not. And let's take a 10-15 minutes break. Okay. Okay. Let's take a 15-minute breaks and then we'll be back.
Oh.
You're saying anything, Adiba?
No.
Guys, back?
Hi Savita.
Yes, Akhil.
So for the Facebook, right? I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So when I try to log in, there is pop-up for the Facebook.
That
So
block and allow?
yes, correct.
We'll see handling pop-up, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Guys, are you back?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and let's go ahead. You might be seeing if you have done that part of launching the app with valid credentials, launching the, sorry, not app, launching the web browser with valid credential, you'll find a pop-up, okay? Now we'll talk about handling pop-up also, but before that, let us finish few of the things, okay? Now you will find on your web page, you will have, wait, let me open the PPT. You will have radio buttons and checkboxes. Have you seen that? Where they give you an option, please select one of the values. Or in checkboxes, what do you want? Example I'll give you on any food bookings, food delivery websites, right? If you go there, you'll find that it gives you an option of add-on, right? Especially for pizzas. Yes, have you seen
Yes.
it? So in pizza, when you order pizza, you can have multiple add-ons, right? Few of the add-ons might be a few of the add-ons that you want to choose. They can give you a limitation that you can add 4 or 5, but obviously you can add more, right? Yes, more than one, correct? So this type of checkboxes and radio buttons is something that we need to handle. Now for radio buttons, what you need to do is, again, you need to find an element, driver.find element, and whatever value you want to find it with. And to select it, you have to perform radio1.click. Even to unselect it also, you have to perform radio1.click, but twice. If it is selected and if you want to uncheck it, you have to click somewhere else, or you have to select, click it, right? So this one you have to do with radio.click. Now coming to checkboxes, it is, see, is selected, right? You can check if it is selected. Otherwise, the option is again same, find the element and then do a click. Okay. I do not have an example to show you here. I don't have a website, so I cannot show you more, but yes, this is how you handle it. I think this PPT ends here. I don't have much on this. Let's go here. So you see this one, let me open this website and show it to you. Yeah, you see this here, radio option. If I want to click here, if I want to select this radio, but radio button can be selected only one. Checkboxes, you can select multiple. Okay. Now, there can be two things into this one. One is when you inspect this particular element, you might find, wait 1 second. Yeah. You see this? They all are input tags. They all are checkboxes. They have the same web form. Only the ID is different. Yes? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can select the element with ID and perform it, or you can go inside. It's not inside any tag. It is not defined properly. You can actually just select it with the name. So what you can do is, let me go ahead and select with the name and show it to you. See. How many values are coming now? 6 values? Yes. Why it is coming as 6 values? If you go elements and see, even your radio button has the same name. Yes. And how many buttons are there? 3. 3 radio buttons and 3 checkboxes. So that will come as 6. If you see here, it is coming as 6. Now, how do you, if you don't want to go individually, how can you perform one round of click on all of them? So let me show you how to do that. I was telling you, right, you have two types of driver.find elements. Find element, which gives you a single. If you are doing multiple, you have to find it by this. Then you can find it. Let me use not XPath. Let me use just name directly. And what is the name? Web form. When you have you're doing find elements, you have to create a list of type list web element, and then you have to give a value. Let's say some variable. Okay. What is happening? code. Okay, so you see these two import java.util.list and then you see web element. These all values are also web element. Okay, I'll show you how to store them into web element also. You can use them like this also. Web element. This is same like web element is also a data type, but here it is a class. Okay, like you have a string as a class. Yes, so you can give your username equal to. Okay, you can't perform then this operation. Okay, wait, let me show it to you how to do it then. Then you do is, this is your store element. Then you perform username dot whatever I copied. Okay, there are two dots, one. So this is how you use it with web element. Okay, and the basic approach which is suggested is to use web element so that if you want to reuse this element somewhere, you can just call this variable name and can perform any other action on it. You don't have to again write the same piece of code, that driver.find element, and do it. Okay, now here you have got the list. How will you perform a click on the list? Mhm. Wait a second, guys. Plus double quote I plus, no, the I will also not work. No, I also forgot. Wait a second. How do you do it? Uh, One sec. Let me just check it. One second, guys. Let me just cross check it. I'm not able to find it. List of elements, find elements by XPath. And okay. So you have to use for each, not for. There's a way for using for also, but I'm not remembering how to put that value so that the I is identified as one of the elements and not as, just an array. So yes, you do it like this and then you can try it. Just try this, guys. For this particular page, you have to create a new class where you have to give driver.get the demo URL. Launch it and then perform it. Try it quickly because we have less time and we have to cover up pop-ups also. Done. Done, guys?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let's move on.
Yes.
Okay. Where is this one? Oh. Go back. Okay. So if you look at this tutorial, guys, we have covered up how to download, install first Selenium WebDriver script, locators, find elements. You have also covered up Selenium form, web element on all, the text box that we were writing, the button that we clicked to log in, send keys where we are sending the values into input type, and click function. You have also covered up how to select checkboxes and radio button. Now clicking on an image in Selenium WebDriver. So image always goes with a link known as A. Sorry, goes with a tag known as A. So if you look anywhere where it is Selenium practice, yeah, let's look at this one. You see there's an image every time. Let me do a right click, inspect on this one. You see there's an IMG tag, but generally it will also have a tag known as A. Okay, let's go here and see on Facebook. What is this one having? No, nothing. It is also having IMG. But for your images, you can have A also. A can have an attribute source src, which has the image path. Okay. Now over here it is IMG. You can use IMG for identifying the images. And then what does it say here? You have an A tag. Inside it you have this. We can use selector to find it. You can use XPath to find it. And then you can actually find out whether that image is present or not. Or if you want to check whether the URL of that particular image or the image part is coming correct or not. If it has a title, you can check the title also. Okay. So these things you can try by yourself. It does not require me to give you anything. Now this is important. How to select a value from drop down. Okay. Now this means you have to go to, let's go here. You see these values? This is your drop down, right? This is the drop down, correct?
Yes, yes.
You can see it, Amazon page.
Yes.
Yes. So when I click on this arrow, the downward arrow, you see I get these values. This is known as a drop down. Okay. Now if you do right click, wait. If you do a right click and inspect it, wait, let us do here. How will you find the elements? How will you find the elements? No. Okay. Generally, if you see, let me highlight this one only, which is coming here. Okay, shoes and handbags. You see the tag for it. What is the tag? Select.
Yes.
Yes. When you see a tag select, the object identification becomes different. And I'll show you how. You see, you have select, and inside select, you see, what do you have? These many options. See, on the top, if you start doing it, wait, if you start seeing, what is happening, man? Yeah. If you see, what is this? Alexa skills, Amazon services. Now, when I clicked here, you see all categories, Alexa skills, Amazon devices, Amazon fashion, Amazon fresh, and go down, you will have the entire option that are there in select. So this select is, yeah. How to select drop down in Selenium? Step by step, import the package. You have a package known as org.openqa.selenium.support.ui.select. For that, what you need to do is you have to create an, there's a class, select, give any name, SEL, okay? And then you have to do new select driver.find element, okay? New select, and inside that you have to do driver dot find element. Now, if I go back to my page, right? Where is it? Where is it? Here. You see the value which was coming here. What is the select ID? Search drop down box. I can find it with this one. The select element. Yes.
Yep.
Let me just import the package. Okay. Now see, once you're inside this, what does it say here? Go down and see. You find this element. Now, from this one, you can select with whatever text is visible. Okay. But before that, when you do it, what do you have to do? For this particular Chrome, first you have to launch the Amazon. Okay, Amazon.in. Then you have to click on this particular arrow. So you also have to find this element first. Okay. Let's see if this will work. You only have to do it on your system, okay? So just find driver dot find element. You have to click on it and then you have to perform select, then only it will find this search drop down box. And then over here, you have to do select dot get you can do by select by index, you can do by value, by visible text. So if I want to select with value, let me see what all options do I have. If I have beauty, let me click beauty and just select by value, double quote here beauty. That's it. Okay. This is how you find it with your drop down box. Okay. Now see, it's selecting by visible text Antarctica and then doing it. You can try this one with this page. Can you try this with? Amazon might give you problem. So just try this out. This is important. Then we'll move on forward. Try with this page fast. Oh, Done, guys? Guys, done?
Yep, done.
Yes. Done.
Okay, let's move on then. Now you have seen how to do select elements. Now you have locate elements by link test and partial link test. This I'm not going to show you any example. I'm just going to give you a walkthrough to the page. So you know that for a link, you have a tag known as A, and then every tag that is A, you will have what? You will have a link text to it. Okay. For example, let us go to any page that it is showing about. No. Okay, it's showing here. Let me pick this page. Sorry. See here, you have a click, and when you just click here, you'll be diverted to some other page. Right now, it is taking you to Google Chrome. So this is what a link text. Okay. Now inspect it. You'll find that with a tag, something is written in middle. Click here, right? Yes. Now what you can do in your this one Selenium, it gives you an option. See here, you have a link text, right? You can find an element with that particular text which has been given there. Okay, and you can click on it. Now there are two elements over there with the same text, so it will become find elements, and you have to perform on the first one click. Okay, and then you can do it like this. Just perform a click on it. Okay, what happened? Sorry. Yeah, just perform a click over there. So this is how you find elements with link text. Now, what is partial link text? Again, same thing. You have got your driver.link text, and if you see, you have got another thing called as partial link text. In this, you don't have to pass the entire text which is associated with that particular link. You can pass either click, or you can pass either here, and then it will find that partial text, and then you can perform the operation that you want to do. If you want to see the entire text, you can just do get text also. Okay, so that it prints you the entire text. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, moving on, you have mouse click and keyboard action. Now, these are important. Why these are important is because you will have a new class known as action class over here. Okay. Now, this action classes, if you go down, in action class, you have got handling keyboard and mouse events. So if you see click and hold, context click, double click, drag and drop, and your key down, key up, modifier, all these can be used. How do you perform them? Let me show it to you. So let's come down. Where is it? Action class. Yeah. There's a class called as action. Okay. Give it any variable, any ACT is equal to new action, right? New action, and then you have to pass a driver inside it. Okay. So let me just add it here. Action is not coming up. Action or actions? Yeah, I get confused. Is it action or actions? Actions. Yeah. Okay. So now you can import this. Now this is gone. Now see ACT dot. Okay. Now, if you want to do a right click, you have to do dot build dot perform dot wait. So if you want to date builder dot move to element. No. If you want to do a right click, where is your right click? Is it showing anything? See here, for moving an element itself, it is using builder, move to element, the element name, the element. So this element, if you see text username, it has identified it over here. And then one key down, and then key shift, send keys, then key up, then double click, then context click, then build, and then series of actions dot perform. Okay, so there are multiple ways you can handle Java actions. If you want to see how to perform a right click, yeah, see, right click. Where is right click, right click, right click? Yeah. Driver dot find element by whatever element you have, then action dot context click link dot perform. So you have multiple ways of performing it. Now you need to remember all these things. You have this one for performing a right click, then you have something for performing your drag and drop, then you have mouse over. So you can use all these things and perform it over your elements. If you want to use it and see it, please try this page in next 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll be back.
Okay.
Done, guys? Yeah. Now, Guys, done?
Yeah.
Okay. So then let's move on. Okay, so you have done mouse click and keyboard events. We don't have to do upload and download. You can check it separately. It entirely depends on the test case that you have. Now, XPath and Selenium WebDriver that we have already done, but you can actually check it more, learn about it more, because there are other ways to take XPath. I have very limited time, so I can't show you everything. Now, alert and pop-up. This is one thing which is very important that you should know in Selenium. Now, what is an alert? A pop-up. Okay. So there are two things in Selenium. One is an alert. When you launch your Google Chrome, when you launch your Zoom meeting from Google, have you seen there's a pop-up that comes which asks you to check whether you want to open Zoom from here or not, or give access to Zoom or not? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. That is known as an alert. Okay. And a pop-up is something when you were opening the Facebook page with your Chrome browser, it would have given you block or allow, right? Yes. Did it give you that option of block or allow? For most of the people, it would have given the option, right? So that block and allow is known as pop-up. Now there are two ways to handle it. If it is an alert, what you need to do is you need to switch to that particular alert. It's very simple. Okay. So simple alerts are something like this. You see this? Please find all the prevent this page from creating additional dialog box, or click on OK button. Now this is simple alert. If you go down, you'll find a prompt alert where it says some input from the user. Please enter your name and then OK or cancel if you want to do it. Then you have a confirmation alert. The one that we were getting, right? Do you really want to delete this customer? Okay. How to handle alert? All you have to do is driver.switch to alert. And if you are going to cancel, you have to perform dismiss. If you are going to OK, you have to perform accept. Okay. The more you start using Selenium, the better you will be able to identify what is the difference between an alert and what is the difference between a pop-up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, how do you get the text on it? You have to switch to alert and then get the text. It's very simple to handle alerts, guys. You just have to switch to them and then handle alerts. Now, what is the difference between alerts and pop-up is? Let me go down and show it to you. Yeah. See here, how to handle pop-up. When you open a pop-up, it almost becomes like that you will have two different windows. Okay. When you have a pop-up, it will be like you have two different windows. Now, how will your browser realize? Wait a second, 1 sec. Okay. So how will your browser know what sort of window to open? How does your browser know which window to handle, right? So first you have to know how many windows are opening. So that is, you find it out with driver.getWindowHandle. Then you can print the size of the windows. If it is more than one, that means it's a pop-up. Now you have to go to that pop-up, perform whatever action you want, and then you have to come back to your parent window. Getting it?
Yeah.
I know it's a little complicated until I don't show you, but this is something which is very important. You might find pop-ups, and this can be one of your common codes that you can write, and you can always call it when you're handling a pop-up. See, so what does it say? To handle all open windows by WebDriver, we can use driver.getWindowsHandle. And then we can switch window from one window to another in web application. Its return type is iterator string. Okay. Driver.getWindowHandle, when the site opens, we need to handle the main window. See, where is that page? For example, let us see. If I click on this today's deal, it is opening it here. What if I if I click on something and it opens me a new window? How will I switch to the next window? Do you know any website which opens a new window when you click on it? Anything? Let's see if this one gives you something. Yeah, it has it. Let's see. Copy. Yeah. See this, click here. It's opening a new window. See, your original window is here. It is opening a new window. Now, how driver works is, driver was on this particular window first. The moment you perform a click, it is still on the same window. It did not go to the next window. Don't think that, now if I directly enter the email ID, it will go to next window. No, it won't. Why? Because you are not telling it to move to that window, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you have to do is, now you have to find driver.get windows handles. That window handle will give you two. If you find the size, you will get the size as 2. So what you have to do is, you have to switch from parent window to the child window. And then once you switch from here to the child window, you can enter the email ID. You can click on submit. And once this is done, you can close this window. And then you have to come back to the parent window to perform any other operation. So if you see the code, let's go back and see where it is. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, see the demo site. So let's see the code over here. See, first it is launching the website, the popup.php, sorry. Then driver.manage.window.maximize. It is maximizing your browser. Then it is finding this element, the one that we were clicking on, this popup.ph, and then it is performing click on it. Once it has performed the click, it is trying to get what is the main window handle. Now it is not doing handles. It is trying to get your main window handle. Okay. Once you have the main window handle, it is storing it into main window. Then it is trying to find out your window handles. Okay. Now s1.iterator, while s1 has next, if it is having a next value, it is storing that next value into your child window. Then it will switch to your driver.switch to window.child window.
Possible edge cases solution. For what data always populate to calculate
Okay. So driver.switch to window.child window, and then driver.find element by name email ID. Okay. And then you have send keys. So you can do the send keys, then you can click on it, and then you can do driver.close. And once this driver.close is done, that means your child window will close. And then you have to switch back to your main window. Okay. You got the concept? See, I'll tell you how it is. If you want to relate to it, generally you're sitting at my place. Okay. Right now you are not aware of my address. Okay. Now somebody comes and take you to another house. Okay. Now you're gone to that particular house. After you are going to that house, somebody asks you, okay, now you go back to my house. Okay. Now, do you know what is the address of my house? Did you bother to take it? These days you have phones. So first thing you'll do is you'll call me up and you'll tell me, Savita, can you share your address with me? Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Same
Yes.
thing goes in this also. The first thing that you do is, first you take the address of your main window. That main window address is stored with get window handle. And then that handle value is your address for that particular main window. Now you switch to your second window. But for that also you need to know, does your second window exist or not? That's the reason it has performed this validation. See, child window i.next, and then if main window is not equal to child window, right? Equals ignores case. If it is not equal to child window, then you have to go to window.child window. Okay. Then you switch to child window. After that, whatever you are doing in that child window, you perform all your actions, close that child window, and then come back to your main window. Got it? Any questions here?
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Then just please try both the alerts and the pop-up. So we can go ahead and now we'll create a project where we'll perform each and everything. Okay. Meanwhile, you do this, I will find one practice page for you. I was looking at before also. Yeah, this is the one that I was looking for. Just look at my screen, guys, once before you start performing it. I was looking for this page. You see, it has your radio buttons, it has your select, it has your drop down also, it also has your check boxes also. You can switch to window, you can open a new tab, you can switch to alert. You have web tables, which will see, you can check whether this element is displayed or not, and you have web table again. So this is the page that I was looking for so that you guys can practice everything that is there. This will be one of your assignment to automate this entire web page. Okay.
Okay.
Just save that link now, otherwise it will be gone.
Hi team, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so guys, I just wanted to share a piece of information with you that the client assessments are expected to be in this weekend. So I just wanted to inform this to you guys. So you may expect the same this weekend.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Guys, done? Hello. Are you done with that piece of code? Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now let's start creating a Maven project. Okay. So first you go to new. Yesterday we created a simple project. So how it is going to be different is go to new, click on Maven project. Okay. Instead of creating a simple project, just uncheck this box. If it is unchecked, good. Go to next. Okay. Over here, you'll find the first option as all catalogs. Select internal catalogs in it. And then look for org apache.maven.archetype, Maven archetype quick start. Select this. Done till here?
Yes.
Go to next. Give some name. Let me make it new project 1.2 artifact test selenium project. Okay. You gave these two values. You click on finish. The moment you click on finish, you will see your project is, see here. It has started building Maven stub project. Do you want to create a package like this? You can say yes and then click enter. You see it's giving us build success. And the moment the build success is there, you see there is a project, test selenium project in my package explorer. Now in this test selenium project, you will see inside you have these two values. Inside you have created a module, sorry, you have created a package. In that package, there's a default app.java. And then you have got your new project. Okay. If you want to keep them, up to you. If you don't want to keep them, what you can do is just go inside this. This one you can delete. Okay. App test. Even you can do the same thing for this one also. Delete these files. Okay. And then refactor and rename this particular package. So let me put it as web project Java. Okay. And let me rename this one as test. Okay, I kept a capital later. Wait a second. Let me just change it to small. Okay. Fine. Now what you can do is you can create another, you can create a class in this. Let's create this as common functions. Okay. And let's put it here, common functions. In this common function, let us write one method. Okay. Public void, or let us do it here. Yeah, before that, in this pom.xml, if you see, you have one dependency, but you need to add your dependency for, where is it? Yeah, you need to add your dependency for Selenium, right? So you have to copy this dependency which you had in previous project, and then you have to go down to this pom.xml and add it here. Okay, just add it. So once you add it, you will find in Maven dependencies, you'll find all your Selenium jars. Okay. Now, when you're going into this one and you're typing common, you're adding a function public. For now, let us do it void. Launch browser. Okay. And let us make it as, instead of void, let me make it as, it will return you a WebDriver instance, right? WebDriver. Import WebDriver. And yes, add a return statement and we'll go here. Now, whatever you have written the code for launching your WebDriver before, use the same piece of code, okay? For me, it was this one. Let me use this. Only till here I'm going to do it, okay? Wait a second. This one here. After this driver dot get. Now, when I'm trying to launch the browser, let me give this URL as a string here, okay? And another variable string browser name. Now, why am I giving browser name is, or browser type, not name, browser type. Now you can pass this value from the place where you want, what type of browser are you looking for. So you can have this piece of code, driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Either you can use switch case, or you can say if Chrome. Let me create this variable on global level. Okay. So that I don't have to again and again create it. It will be one. Okay. And then you can do else, where you, do you know what type of variable do you use for, what type of driver do you use for Edge? Can someone search it on Google and tell me what is the driver we use for Edge? Quickly. If you're giving Edge. What do we have? New Edge driver. Let us import this also. Chrome driver we had. Uh-oh, it doesn't have Edge driver over here. It has iPhone, it has Safari. So you have to look for Edge driver. You have to add this dependency in your pom.xml. Yes. Now let us see, does it give us? No, not yet. Yes, now it gives us. Yes. So based on your input of the browser type, it will come as Chrome or Edge. And based on that, your driver will be launched. If you are using Windows, you have to make sure that you download the driver file for Edge driver. Okay. And how do you do that? Download Edge driver.exe. You have to search for the link where you can download the Edge driver. See, we recommend having the newest. To download Microsoft, follow the following link and download the latest version. Where do you can download the Edge driver? There it is. Okay, same thing. So stable version, I'm looking for Mac. So let me go for Mac. It's giving me the driver. You download Windows x64. Okay. Let me give it to you, the link. Can you use this link for downloading?
Can
What is it?
no, I can download it.
Okay. Now see, create a test over here, which is your class basically. Let's create a class name as validate login, validate Facebook login. Okay. Let's create one now public static void main because we are using the normal function. Then let us do one thing. You have common functions. Let me call this. Let's extends common functions. Okay, and it will ask you to import it. So now common functions, CF is equal to new common functions. Okay, and then SF dot launch browser, the string URL that you want to give, the browser type that you want to give. For example, let me just try Chrome. For me, I know it will not work, but you can give Chrome over here. And then you can give your Facebook page login over here. Okay. And this, when you'll call it, it is returning you a driver. So you definitely need an object WebDriver driver to store it. Yes. Okay. Now, after this, you can perform all the normal functions that you have in here. So driver dot, you can store web element. Once you're done with this, what you can do is some random value that you want to give. For me, I'm giving some random value. Okay. And then you can perform login button dot click. Okay.
Sorry.
Done with it, guys? Can one of you share your screen for whom it is done? Hello.
Guys, please respond. If it is not done, also you can respond to her.
Hello. Savita. My project just done creating. Just done creating.
Okay, just show it to me now.
Okay, 1 second. Is it visible?
Yes.
So this one just done creating. So there's nothing. There's nothing.
Okay, you have only created it right now, okay?
Yes, correct.
Okay, do one thing now. Can you just go to apptest.java?
Sorry, this one.
App test.
Okay,
Just right click on it and run it as a Java test
right click.
or JUnit on it or run as yes. JUnit test. Allow. It will not do anything, but what is it doing? So put
Nothing.
its name, it will just print hello world on the console.
Is
Should
it?
print it.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing, right?
Yeah.
No. Can you do one more thing, please?
Sure.
Can you open your terminal and type MBN if you have Maven and all? I just wanted to check it. Not here. Normal terminal. Go to Windows. Type terminal or CMD.
Okay.
Down, down,
CMD.
down, down. Search in Windows.
Yeah. CMD.
MD. Yes, open it.
Okay, sorry. I
Yeah.
have to
Just type MBN.
Maven.
MVN. No, not MVN. Maven small form is MVN.
Okay.
Enter. Yeah.
We
You
failed. Yeah.
do have it, right? So you do have it. Okay, so just wanted to tell you guys, when you are on a project, right? When you create a project and you create it using this Selenium, right? Can you go to your Eclipse? Go to Package Explorer.
Okay.
Yes. Click on Selenium Test Project. Right click.
Okay.
Properties. Yes. Here, the location, right? Can you click on that after Selenium Test Project? Yes. Yeah. In this folder at the top where the path is, inside
okay.
test project. Wait. Go
Oh,
inside
sorry.
test project first. Go
Okay.
inside Selenium Test Project. Yes. Just click where the path ends. Type CMD. Your terminal should open. Yes. Here type MVN space.
Oh, sorry.
Clean. Yeah, that's okay. No problem. No issue.
MVN
MVN space clean
space clean
space
space.
test.
Yeah.
TEST. Enter. Yeah, you're seeing this. If you have written your code in a proper way in Selenium, you can actually build your project from the command line also. Also, if you just give over here MVN space test TEST, enter. Yes, this will run your test.
Okay.
Okay, so you see test run on 1, failure 0, error skip, nothing. Why? Because that test is basically not doing anything. We saw it from even running from Eclipse also. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So if
Yes.
they tell you that you know how to run a Maven project, if you're creating it on Eclipse, you can run it through command prompt also.
Okay.
The condition is only one, you should have Maven installed on your system. So you have an MVN, it is working for you, you have Maven installed, so it will work fine for you.
Okay.
Okay. Now go
Understood.
back to your project on Eclipse.
Okay.
Yeah. In the
Mhm.
same file, let us do something in the same file. Don't delete anything.
Okay.
Cancel down.
Cancel down.
Close. Cancel this pop-up. Yeah. Go to app Java.
How about this one?
Yes. App.java. Yes.
Okay.
app.java. So what is it saying? System or dot println hello world. But
Yes,
why
sir.
didn't run the test case apptest.java? Go to apptest.java. What is it doing? Extends test case. App test extends test case. And there is no test case also.
Oh, yes, correct.
Okay.
There is this
So
case.
there's
Yeah.
no test case. And where is this test case coming from? I think, can you just click on that plus near import junit.framework.test? Yeah. Import.
Test case, yes.
Okay. It's coming from the JUnit framework. Fine. No issues. Now app test is string test name, super test name. Okay. So the super class is test case. So it's calling super test name, return new test suite app test.class. Asset true. So it's not doing basically anything. What you can do is in your test app, right? Asset true.
Yes,
Below.
sir.
Below, down, line
Okay.
number 36.
Number
Yeah.
6. Mhm.
Yeah. In the test app folder, line number 36. Down. Yeah. Instead of this, just type system.out.println down. Let's see. System.out.println and type anything inside it. Put anything in double quotes. Yeah. Run it and see. Run it from here only. Yeah. Is it giving us anything?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's printing now. Now go to that MVN that we opened on Selenium test project.
MVN. Is it this one?
Yes. Yeah, this one. Run again MVN test. It should give you an hello.
Is that nothing?
There's nothing here. Nothing. Why is it not giving you anything? Test run 1 in project. Oh, that is because system.out.println will print it on console, man. It will not
Mhm.
over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to have locks over here.
So,
Yeah. Let me just check it, okay?
okay.
Meanwhile, others, you can try this. I'm ready to stay back for more 10-15 minutes if you are okay with it.
Savita,
Yes.
I need your help trying to emulate how to create the project this now. Not sure where did I miss, so I couldn't. So can I share my screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Savita, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to go to pray
Yeah,
for
please carry on.
Yeah.
So those who want to stay, they can stay, guys. And those who want to leave, they can leave. I'm still here just to show you how it is working.
Okay, so I will just
Yeah, Savita, me and Akil have to go to pray. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay with it.
Yeah, please.
All right. Thank you so much.
thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Savita.
guys. Have a good day.
You
You
too.
too.
Have a good day.
Yeah, Raja. What is it?
Yeah. So I wanted to create a new project, right? So
Yeah.
I have
Go to
to
file. Yes.
create new project,
File new Maven project.
new
Yes.
project.
Next.
Then I have to
So
tick
don't
this.
select this. No, don't
Oh,
select this.
okay.
Don't select this. Click on next.
Click on that. Okay.
Yes. In catalog, select internal. In catalog drop down.
internal.
Internal.
Okay.
Yes. You will have the last one, the quick start.
Quick start. Okay.
Yes. Quick start. Yeah. Next. Now give a group ID of your choice. You can give Selenium web project. Okay. Artifact ID. Anything that you want to give the project name. Yeah, same thing also you can give. Assignment. Finish it. Now it will be created. Wait a second. Wait, come down. Yeah. Now give a Y over there in the terminal down. Yes. Enter. Build
Okay.
success. You see, you have got this assignment up.
All
Okay.
right.
Now you have in source main Java.
Source main Java.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Here you have app Java in source test Java. Just type over here log info now. After that column log.info. But you have to use the dependency also. No.
Okay.
You have to use this dependency also, not a problem. Okay, so this is done in your system.
Okay. So I just have to I'll do the dependency check.
Yes. Anybody else has a problem?
Okay, thanks, Sarita.
Welcome.
So, Samita, I just want to ask, the final assignment that we need to test the practice page, is it? Okay, so which means
That
we
is
need
from
to.
my end, okay?
Hmm?
The final assessment, right?
Okay.
Yes.
The one
that
page you
I gave you,
shared.
the practice page. That you have to
Uh-huh.
create in this Maven project and make sure that you run it from your terminal. Okay. If you do
Okay.
not have the Maven set up on your system, search on Google how to download and install Maven and set the Maven path. Okay, in Windows.
Okay. So which means I need to instead of I need to download the Maven. So which means never done that before.
It's okay. Everything has a first time, Raja. The
Yeah,
Google
sure.
search, you will find
Yeah,
multiple
I'll
also.
do that. I'll do that. So about the practice, so I need to do each functions, like for radio button example, I need to do one class, and then for
Better approach is that you write different test cases for them. Okay. Like
okay,
when you say test cases, write different files for them. Create a
I
new
see.
Java file every time.
Okay, understood.
Okay.
So we need to do until the mouse over. I mean iframe example, right?
Everything.
Everything, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Try it, everything. If you can do it, then it will be good for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks, Veda. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, guys? Farhan, Adiba, Noor. Farhana, Adiba, Noor.
No, that's all.
That's all. Okay, guys. Then all the best.
Uh,
Who is this?
I mean, for this, hi,
Yeah, Adiba.
it's Adi. Yeah, for this last assignment, you will just you just upload the Java first only, right?
Yeah, you can upload it on the GitHub, okay? The one that
Okay.
you shared, there itself you can upload it so I can review it.
Okay, including the POM SML, DPOM.
I think that if the client assessment that Sachi will provide you, for my assessments, I can review your code once you provide it to me through the GitHub link.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah. Savita, last one. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we have the today's lectures? I mean the slide just now.
Doesn't have much, man. I will give you the Guru 99 link that
Okay.
basically has everything in it.
Okay.
That PPT does not have much. You can utilize this particular Guru 99 link and you can go through everything. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Maybe Sanchi, can I ask for the link for the recording so for the future, because this weekend will be the client assessment, right?
Yeah, Adiba, I'll be sharing the link for today's recording also. We'll share it with you. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye. All the best.
Thank you,
very much.
Savita.
Savita.
Thank you,
Savita.
everyone. Bye bye. All the
Thank you
best.
all. Goodbye.